For Day 7, Part 2, this post details our character's progress and my suggested gear for OBT. Later, I will also share my progression and suggested equipment from CBT. Before we proceed, need to farm 24/7, but your device overheats. Want to multi-client a healer for your main character, but only have one phone? Or maybe your phone's too laggy to even play. I've got great news. Introducing UgPhone. Run your games 24/7 simply by logging in through the UgPhone app. Once logged in, you can close your phone to save battery. UgPhone handles all the heavy lifting, so you can play any game without worrying about your phone's capabilities. The game runs on their servers, not your device. Use my referral link and invitation code for 40 free hours of device usage. For the equipment, my first suggestion is to upgrade your weapon. Since most of us are using Saint's equipment or the Adventure Master's set for our offhand, upgrading your weapon first will give you the flexibility to choose any offhand equipment you want. You can later switch to a telekinetic orb if you have the materials. Next, refine your Sage's Diary to +5 to unlock the +5% attack speed bonus when you upgrade it to Tier 4. Your next goal should be to refine it further to +10, which will unlock an additional +5% attack speed bonus. Next, you can replace your offhand with a telekinetic orb. This will grant an additional 15% elemental damage when paired with the Sage's Diary. Another benefit is the 5% attack speed bonus you'll receive once you upgrade it to Tier 4. For the time being, you can use the Adventure Master set for your armor, cape, and boots. This will make it easier to create a card slot if you plan to craft an UgPhone card. For accessories, you can stick with the Adventure Master set for now. You can then upgrade to the pocket watch later. Pocket watch can sometimes be obtained from reward chests. I, for example, got mine from completing an instance. Another accessory option is the Orleans glove, which you can obtain from the Chaotic Invasion or by hunting MVP. For headwear, face, mouth, and back gear, there are many alternatives. You can use anything that boosts magic attack, magic damage, or magic penetration. If you already have the title set, equipment that increases wind damage is also a good option. For face use monocle, this will also activate the set effect on pocket watch. For mouth use Grandpa Beard for 3% magic penetration. For backwear, you can use the blue Isolde C. We will change that later to Devil Wing. And that's it for our equipment. Remember to adjust based on what the game gives you. For the stats, after reaching the Professor class, start increasing your agility and max it out to boost your attack speed. This will increase the chance of your auto spells triggering. I recommend getting at least 30 to 60 dexterity initially. Since auto spells are unreliable in the early game, you'll still need to cast bolts manually to maximize your damage output. The rest of the stat goes to your intelligence. For the skills, upon reaching the Professor class, prioritize the mental agitation skill. This will reduce your target's magic defense to 0. This debuff lasts for 6 seconds. If you are wearing a pocket watch and Sage's Diary, your auto attacks will become critical when the target's magic defense reaches 0. The next stat to prioritize is Double Flurry. This will trigger double bolts, and it also applies to auto spell skills. This means that using manual bolts and auto spells at the same time increases the chance of triggering Double Flurry. This is why I'm also using manual bolts until I acquire the Magic Fist skill. Next is Quick Casting. This will improve your casting time while you're still using manual casting. The rest of the skill is up to you. You can use Remove Buff for PvP, but this skill has a high cast time, so you need to increase your cast time reduction. You can spend some of the skill points back to Sage class. You can increase your free cast to remove the penalty. When you reach the breakthrough at level 50, start maxing your mental agitation for additional 5% magic penetration. Remember my rule of thumb. Always go for the consistent damage, especially that we still have low attack speed. So maxing auto spell and double flurry is not our top priority. Next skill that you need to max is your bolt. If you are using Firebolt, max it to get the consistent damage boost. You don't need to max all your bolts. By this time, you can freely reset your skill, and you can create your own preset depending on the element you need. For Acer Monument, aim to get the elemental concentration, followed by high energy bolts. And if you are still short in gold medals, you can level up auto attack and power first, then reset later for Wind Field Blast to get 10% attack speed buff. And that's it, guys. I'll post my old build from CBT so you can get an idea of what cards to use or what I plan to craft. We'll have a live stream later for a short discussion on how to progress with our builds. If you're interested, be sure to drop by around 5 to 6 p.m. Thank you and see you on the next one.